What's going on, guys? I'm Bloom. I'm a host, caster, and analyst for GeoGuessr, and today we're gonna look at some GeoGuessr investigations, see if we can catch any cheaters. All right, this will be my first ever time doing GeoGuessr investigations, so let's get straight into the first case. All right, so we're gonna be in duels. The rating range is 1,000 to 1,100, and this person has played somewhere in between 100 and 200 duels. Let's get into this. Let's see their round here. Alright, so on no move, looking like the US, they have a pin down already in Wisconsin. Now they're looking around. What are they considering here? Wait, was their pin initially literally on the 5K? And then they moved it off? Hold on. Okay. Then the round ends. So, okay, if we look at the map here, initially, wait, they start the round. Oh, you see that? Okay, this is just scripting. This is just blatant scripting. Okay, round starts. Bam. Their pin is already on it. Look at that really closely. Run the replay. Bam. Pin on the 5K instantly. Okay? Then they actually get in. They pretend to look around. Their pin is already on the 5K. Then they move it a little bit off. All right, that is the easiest guilty of my life. They're not guilty of Googling, but they're definitely guilty of scripting. All right, next case. Let's do this. We are in duels again. Same rating range and same duels played range here up in the top. Let's get into it. All right, no move once again. Should be Malaysia here. Let's see what this player does. So they've stopped moving the camera around. I don't know what they're looking at necessarily. Okay, then they zoom in on some houses. They zoom in on the road. They open the map. Wait, is this the same person? Oh my god, it is. Wait, okay, yeah. So I think now, so to my understanding, the way this used to work back in the day is you wouldn't get the same person each time, but maybe this is the same person because, or at least maybe they have the same type of script, because if you can see right here, right there, boom. As they open the map, they already get a pin down on the 5K. So that's just blatant cheating. And then they move it over to Bintulu. I mean, what can you say there? That is some scripting. Oh, that's my only cases. That's my only cases for today. All right, guys, we're back. It's the next day. We've got some more cases. Let's take a look. All right, we're in no move. Rating range is 1,000 to 1,100. Duels played 500 to 600. So this person's played a lot. Let's take a look. Okay, round starts. They pan around. Some information here in Cyrillic. Panning seems pretty normal here. Just kind of looking at these things. Seeing if they recognize any town names, possibly. Yeah, it just kind of looks like they're looking at each ad here, which is fair enough. Opens the map. First thinks more southern Russia, which makes sense, but then yeah, if I look at the trees and things, it doesn't look like it would be that far south. Interesting. What are they making there? Checks copyright. Keep zooming around. Considering Rostov-on-Don now. See what this person does. They're really taking their time. Now they're considering Ulan-Ude, so very different guess. Everything looks very legit to me here. I really don't see any cause for any sort of cheating on this. Seems very normal. Zooms out, thinks about Omsk. Might be kind of trying to line up this this river here, which is actually what I think they're doing. Because they do have a river. Okay, yeah, so they're just, yeah, they're lining up the river. And I guess there. Locks it in. Okay, interesting. So, I mean, a very good guess at the end there. But yeah, if you look through it, I mean, considers a bunch of Russia. I don't think there really would have been anything Googleable here. It seems like they just have a moment where they go, no, you know what? Gotta be on a river. So they look at Omsk for the river. Then they check here. Let me watch from here. Lines up the road to see that the river is north. Yeah. And then just kind of works. Makes sense. No, I don't think any cheating. I don't think any cheating here. Let's go. I mean, scripting, not guilty. Googling, not guilty. Call it there. We're so back. New day. More cases. Let's go. New day, more cases. No move. 700 to 800. Duels played 200 to 300. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this player here. Spawning in some signs right off the bat. Visitor car park. So it seems... would appear we're driving on the left here, which makes sense. That language is interesting, I guess. Yeah, Scottish. It could just be Scottish. Interesting. Wait, so he zooms in. Scottish and Southern. Uskma Power Station? That's a bit long on the sign. Hold on, this looks like a Google. Okay, spawns in. Scottish and Southern Energy. Looks at that for just a quick second. Looks around. Here's what I think this might be. This might be a case of pulling out the phone and Googling on a phone while kind of still pretending to scan a little bit. And then zooming instantly on that. Scottish and Southern. Yeah, there's just no chance this person's knowing where that is. That's Googling. That's just straight up Googling. Guilty, not guilty. We go next. All right, no move again. 700. That might be the same person. This looks like Brazil right off the bat. Yeah, as we can see here on the map there, should just be Brazil. So he has a sign. 69 area code there, so that's knowable. But staying on that for a bit there. Let's see what they do. Okay, this looks like a case of look at the area code, see the 69 area code, and then look at something else, Google the 69 area code, and then probably make the guess. Let's take a look, though. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's just no reason to be stopped. Then they open the map. Rondonia. Clicks there. Yeah. That's a Google. That's a Google. Once again, gotta be a Google. I think this is probably the same person because it was all the same stats. So that's gonna be a Google. Not guilty of scripting. Next. Okay, once again, I think this is probably the same person again. We spawn in quickly on a Chile by the looks of it. So we have some Chile poles here. Some pines. Let's see what's out there. No mountains anywhere to the west. Really seems dry-ish. I think you're probably going sort of near Santiago here, realistically. So what are we zooming in here? What are we zooming in on here? That movement looks a little weird, but no. I don't see anything there. I mean, nothing there. I mean, this stop is weird, but there's nothing here you can Google. I mean, you're not Googling that. At most, he's like checking a poll document. But I doubt it. It's a weird pause. I'm gonna just say insufficient evidence on this one, I think, for both. This zooming thing is a bit strange too. But to just guess Santiago there makes a lot of sense. I think I just have to say insufficient on both here because the map movement's a little sus. Like, that's not how it should look. And Googling, it doesn't seem like there's anything to Google, but that pause was definitely strange. So a weird round. I think this person might be cheating, and it might be the same person as before, but it's really hard to tell what they would actually be doing. Maybe script, but it's insufficient evidence. All right, next. Okay, we have a new person now. This person has 2,000 to 3,000 duels played. 1,100, 1,200. No move. Okay. Let's go. All right, spawn in straight away. yellow plates, all yellow plates should be the Netherlands. Signs there look about right as well. Very normal. Wow, I think that's just a lucky plonk. I think that's just an extremely lucky plonk. Maybe the luckiest plonk of all time. But that looks super legit. It looks super legit. It looks just like a hedge for like kind of Southern Nation Netherlands. And just the craziest guess ever. I mean, but I feel like we all get one of those eventually, and they're fun, so... Yeah, it zooms in, doesn't even zoom in that far, just kind of clicks a very central southern part of the Netherlands. I don't think guilty of anything here. I don't think guilty of anything here, especially with the amount of games played and everything in the rank. Definitely not. All right, next case. Kenya here, by the looks of it. So this is no move. Again, I think this could be the same person again. It could be giving us multiple rounds of the same person now, which was great if that's what they're doing. I know it used to not do that, but yeah, once again, an extremely normal round here. Like, absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. AFK for a second at the start, maybe checking their Discord, their phone, something, spawn in, Kenya car. Very green, you go west here, it's mountainous too, so I like the area that this person's guessing in. Just the guess a little farther south, because yeah, totally normal. Totally normal. All right. We go in again. I think it's probably the same person again. Once again, those same stats up there. Looks like Scotland. I guess if I look down at the map, yeah, looks about Scotland, yeah. Clicks middle of Scotland. I mean, guys, if you're at 1100, 1200, this is just classic guesses. This is classic guesses. Somebody lost and they were salty. That's all this is. All right, guys, that's it. Great, some great cases here today. Had a couple little precursor cases in the beginning, but that's some fun stuff. We got to see probably a pretty clear Googler and then just a legit player who happened to get one insane guess, and then I think their opponent sussed everything else. But if you guys like this and you want to see me do more of this kind of thing, I'm happy to. I love to look for cheaters in the game and get rid of them if I can. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.